they usually have a wise elder they could go to that keep them on track or keep them making good decisions.
Facts. Oh man, we lost her again. We in here.
Oops, I'm sorry, I got lost again.
It's all good.
Whereas in America, we really don't have that. I forget what it's called. It's called blue something. I forget what it's called, but it's a study that they did. When you have more people around that love you, you do better. Blue zone, I think, is what it's called. So we don't have that. So any little thing that happens to us, we automatically jump to the negative and give importance to the negative. Like a million things good could go, but we're going to still focus on something that happened 3 years ago.
Right.
So in order to get over depression, you have to think today forward because yesterday dead and gone.
No, that's a fact. Absolutely. I definitely agree with that. You know what I'm saying? Let me run through some of the stuff that I saw. But if you are dealing with depression and you want some type of help, somebody to talk to, if you have thoughts of suicide, anything like that, they have a crisis hotline that you guys can call. The phone number is 1-800-273-8255. Again, 1-800-273-8255. And I'll put it down in the chat box as well. I just want people to be able to, if they feel like they have no options, they can go and at least talk to somebody. Because sometimes talking definitely helps, and it helps you get through those moments. Even this right here, what we doing is therapeutic. You know what I'm saying? To be able to have somewhere to go to and talk and really express yourself, express your stress, your anxiety, your depression. It helps. It helps you to process it. It helps you to just walk your way through it. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely want to touch on that. And I got some other stuff I want to touch on. Stress, depression, and the holidays. Tips for coping. This is something that I saw, and I just want to read it to you guys. The holiday season often brings unwelcome guests, stress, and depression, and it's no wonder the holidays often present a dizzy array of demands. Cooking meals, shopping, baking, cleaning, and entertaining, to name just a few. And if coronavirus, COVID 19 is spreading in your community, you may be feeling additional stress, or you may be worrying about your loved one's health, someone that may have contracted it, or whatever. You may also feel stressed, sad, or anxious because your holiday plans may look a little different than the way that they usually are, due to COVID-19 pandemic, due to a death in the family, or whatever the case might be. But a tip to doing that or getting through that is acknowledge your feelings, like we said, like Chauncey said, and like Alan said. Acknowledge your feelings. If someone close to you has recently died, or you can't be with loved ones for other reasons, realize that it's normal to feel sadness. Realize that it's normal to grieve. It's okay to take time to cry or express your feelings. You can't force yourself to be happy just because it's the holiday season. So be knowledgeable of that. Be aware of that. Reach out. If you feel lonely or isolated, seek a community, religious or other social events or communities. Many have websites, online support groups, social media sites, or virtual events that can offer support and companionship. If you're feeling stressed during the holidays, it also may help to talk to friends or family members about your concerns. Try reaching out with a text, a call, or a video chat. So that's basically what we're doing. Also, I want you guys to understand you have to be realistic. The holidays don't have to be perfect or just like last year. As families change, as families grow, traditions, rituals, they often change as well. Choose a few of those traditions that you want to hold on to those, and be open to creating new ones, new traditions, and new room for new growth. For example, if your adult children or other relatives can't come to your home, find new ways to celebrate together, such as sharing pictures, emails, or videos, or meet virtually on a video call. Even though your holiday plans may look different this year, you can find ways to celebrate. So that's just a little bit of tidbit. It goes into other things and stuff like that, but we ain't really touching on it all crazy. But yeah, so I definitely want to thank you guys for coming on, sharing your experiences with us. If you guys want to basically leave the people with anything like encouraging words, we lost Toya here. So I'll just let me see. Group. Let me take her off real fast. Group how to okay, there it is. So yeah, so if we have anything that we want to leave for the people before we get out of here, you guys are free to do so. And I really want to thank you guys for coming on and sharing your experiences with us, and just really being helpful in the healing process of depression during the holidays.
Well, for me, my end of the day thought: don't forget that you're still an individual person. You don't always have to play the role of husband, wife, father, son. You are still an individual, and you need to take time for yourself.
Absolutely, absolutely, I agree. Elaine, what's happening? How you doing? Thank you for tuning in. Chauncey, anything you want to lead the people with?
I want to say like a little short story just to drive home a point, if that's okay.
Okay.
It's short. Okay. It was I want to it was this old lady named Miss Smith. She lost her son. She went to the wise man and she said, "How do I get rid of my sorrow?" The wise man said, "Knock on every single door in your village and find somebody who doesn't have sorrow. The house that doesn't have sorrow will help you with your sorrow." So she
Mm,
knocked on every single door. One person uh, lived in poverty, one person was handicapped, one person lost their job. Every single house that she went to had sorrow. And every time she entered the house, she ended up having to help them out, like help them out with their problems. And every time she left the house, she felt good because she helped them. And that village had sorrow. So she went back to the wise man and said, "Everybody in this town has sorrow." And he said, "How do you feel?" And she realized she forgot about her own problems. And she didn't have sorrow because she felt good helping somebody else. So
right.
sometimes the moral of the story is, don't always be so caught up in your own problems because we all going through it together.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I agree. I agree. So yeah, thank you for sharing that. Yeah, because I find myself going through that too. Like the more I help other people, the more I kind of focus on lending a helping hand, even though I'm hurt. It kind of it makes you feel good. It makes you feel better, and I really enjoy that. So yeah, that's definitely a good parable because it reminds us of how good we feel when we're helping. Sharing is caring, giving. You know what I'm saying? That helps put you in a better place. Another thing that I like to do is I like to think of things that make me very happy, very like whether it's like my kids or recording music, editing, things like that. I dive into those things to kind of get my vibrations back up so I can shake a certain feeling of like depression or shake a certain feel of being anxious and things like that. And just remind yourself, like, okay, it could be worse and it's not as bad as I expect it to be. Usually when we suffer with anxiety, we project what it will be and it's never really what we think it will be. So my take on how I deal and how I cope. But yeah, I definitely thank you guys, man, for coming on. I'll keep this live up. We had a little bit of a connection issue. I'm gonna work on that for our next live. I'm gonna see what's going on with the Wi-Fi and all of that. And yeah, this is just the beginning of many to come. And like I said, I just want to thank you guys, man. I appreciate y'all for sharing.
Appreciate you having me, man.
Thank you for letting me come on. I
Absolutely.
appreciate it. Have a good
Absolutely.
evening.
Have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. If I don't see you guys or talk to you guys, um, I'm sending you guys good positive vibrations. If anyone needs to talk or whatever, I am here. I try to keep that energy going. It is what it is, man. We out of here. Team Rastik, we went in the division. Without you guys, there's no me. So you guys are the real MVP. I want to thank you guys for tuning in to the J Rastik podcast. And we out this John. You dig?
Appreciate it.